Welcome back, or welcome for the first time. Wherever you're listening from, take a breath with me for a moment. Not to prepare, not to fix anything, just to arrive. January was powerful. January asked us to do something many people avoid for a lifetime, to look at ourselves honestly and still select compassion. For 28 days, we practiced self forgiveness. We released guilt. We softened judgment. We made peace with past versions of ourselves that were doing the best they could with what they knew at the time. And if you're listening to this, that matters. Because forgiveness is not evidence of weakness, forgiveness is strength. But today we shift. Because forgiveness clears space, and space always asks to be filled. So the question becomes, who are you now that the weight is gone? This episode is not about moving ahead, it's about choosing intentionally who you are becoming next. Here's something people don't talk about enough: self forgiveness doesn't automatically change your identity. You can forgive yourself and still show up as the same version of you. You can release shame and still live from old habits. You can say, I forgive myself, and unconsciously keep punishing yourself by staying small. That's because forgiveness removes the past, but identity decides the future. Think of it like this: January cleaned the house. February is about deciding how you want to live in it. If you don't consciously redefine who you are, your nervous system will default to what's familiar, even if what's familiar no longer fits. So today, we're not rushing into goals. We're not creating pressure. We're asking a deeper, quieter question. If I am no any longer defined by my past, what do I want to be defined by now? I call this phase the second identity shift. The first identity shift usually happens when something breaks: a mistake, a loss, a wake up call. The second identity shift is different. It's conscious, it's chosen. It happens when you stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what kind of person do I want to be? This is the point where identity stops being accidental. Instead of living as the one who messes up, the one who's always behind, the one who survives, you begin to live as the one who chooses with intention, the one who honors their values, the one who responds instead of reacts. This shift is subtle, but it changes everything. Because when identity changes, behavior follows. You don't force habits. You become someone who naturally chooses differently. Before we can step into who we're becoming, we need to loosen our grip on who we were. And this part matters. Letting go of an old identity doesn't mean rejecting it. It means thanking it and releasing it. That version of you, it protected you, adapted, survived, learned lessons the hard way. But survival is not the same as alignment. So today I want you to reflect gently. Ask yourself, what role have I been playing that no longer fits? What label have I been carrying that feels heavy now? What version of me has done its job? You don't need to judge that version. You don't need to erase it. You just need to stop asking it to lead your future. Now we turn toward creation. This part is not about perfection. It's about direction. Your future self doesn't need a full personality profile today. They need a seed. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel most days? What value do I want to live from? What kind of energy do I want to bring into rooms? Identity is not just what you do, it's how you move through life. So instead of saying, I want to stop procrastinating, try, I am becoming someone who honors their time. Instead of, I want more confidence, try, I am becoming someone who trusts themselves. This is the language of identity. And the brain listens. Let's pause for a moment. If you're somewhere safe, you can close your eyes. If not, just soften your focus. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Imagine your future self, not years from now, just a few months ahead. Notice how they carry themselves, how they speak to themselves, how they respond under stress. Now ask, what is one word that describes this version of me? Let that word come without forcing it. Now ask, what is one small behavior this version of me practices? And finally, what is one thing this version of me no longer tolerates? Take another breath. This is not fantasy. This is direction. Today's action is simple and powerful. Choose one small behavior today that aligns with the person you are becoming. Not tomorrow, not perfectly, just once today. And before we close, let's anchor this shift with an affirmation. Say this with me out loud if you can. I release who I was and I welcome who I am becoming. Say it again, slower. You are not late. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are becoming on purpose. January was about forgiveness. February is about authorship. You are no longer only responding to life, you are beginning to choose yourself. This month, we're not chasing a better life. We're becoming the person who naturally creates one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this work. I'll see you in the next episode, where we begin separating the old self from the new self with clarity and compassion. Until then, be gentle, be intentional, and remember, you are allowed to change